Hello everybody, this is Lane, and today the new TOMY Sonic Infinite Zavok and Sonic pack is out now, and of course I don't know a unique name for it, rather than just like Sonic Forces Pack 2.0 or something like that. I ordered it off of Toy Wiz for $28 with shipping, which is, I paid over like $33, which is a bit overpriced, but hey, I'm just an impatient guy. Now I'm just gonna wait until it gets here. Any minute now. What the heck? I got it. Yep, I got it. Hello everybody, this is Lane, and I just got the new TOMY Sonic pack. I'm not so sure of a good name for it. Like, the only thing close to it is, like, Sonic Forces Pack 2.0, but, you know, it's not really, like, an upgrade or something, aside from the figures. So I'm just gonna call it the Infinite Sonic and Zavok pack for now. And, I recently got it, and, it actually contains 2 new figures. That's right, 2 brand new figures. Like, Sonic, I already had the Sonic, so this will be another Sonic I have. And, yeah, so let's open this figure up and have a closer look at it. First, I'll show you the packaging really quick, because it's time to showcase this thing. It's the exact same box that the other 3 packs come in, and it has the figures displayed in. There's Tomy, ages 4 and up, and the Sonic the Hedgehog logo on. And there's some legal information on the bottom. Oh yeah, and you can also go to www.tomy.com for more information. And there's some, on the side they show you stuff that, you know, you can open the figure. But on the back, they have like 2 pictures, like 2 official artwork of Infinite and Zavok. They don't have Sonic for some reason, just those 2 new figures. And it kind of looks nice, I should say. And then there's a description, at least I'm going to be showing you the one in English. If the camera could only focus. And it reads, a mysterious new villain with the remarkable power, Infinite, fights alongside Dr. Eggman. His jagged mask allows only a single piercing eye to gaze upon his opponents. Infinite's abilities are seemingly unstoppable, with only one exception. You can also go to sonicthehedgehog.com, and there's the address of Tomy, at least the American branch, and there's the Tomy logo again. So yes, let's open this figure up. Okay, now before we take a look at the figures, I want to mention this backdrop that comes in the box. Unlike the Chow pack, this one is actually blue, which is supposed to be the color of like the modern style of the action figures and plushes, while the Chow pack used the classic style backdrop. But yeah, I just wanna I wanna mention that like really quick. So another one. Not again. Well, we got modern Sonic again, but we don't care about him right now, so let's throw him out the window, and let's pretend this pack only came with these 2 figures. These 2 figures. Okay, so here is the first character, Zavok. Now, I just want to say that this figure looks really nice. The paint job is very perfect, and they add in every single details and paint details as possible. Now, I played Sonic Lost Worlds, when I rented the game for my Wii U, and I thought the game was okay. It wasn't really the best, but just not really a fan of it. In fact, in one of the levels in the ice world, it was so hard for me that I rage quitted. So yeah, so I never got the chance to beat Zavok in that game. However, I did beat him in Sonic Forces, so yeah, that's a good excuse not to play this game again, since I don't feel like playing this game again. But anyways, this figure looks great, especially for Tomy's first attempt at making a Zavok, and as well as the first ever figure of Zavok. So yeah. Now, this guy, you probably might thinking, Zavok is supposed to be much bigger than Sonic, and I do kind of agree that, them scaling next to each other is a little weird, but that's just because this figure is pre-posed, because if he was just standing straight up, he'd look a bit taller, so. But yeah. Most of the pre-posed TOMY Sonic stuff, not only are they pre-posed, but they always have the poses where, they're kind of still posable despite being pre-posed. This guy is kind of one of those exceptions. I mean, you could get more poses than just, this pose that came with this figure, but he is a little limited. But, articulation-wise, he has the exact same articulation joints as most of the other TOMY Sonic stuff. Now, for a character like Zavok, you probably expect this guy not to have a rotating head joint. Yeah, cause in the promotional picture, it just didn't seem like he had a rotating head joint. Well, we were wrong, cause this guy does have a rotating head joint. He also has the universal shoulder joints, and as well as the rotating hip joints. But they're pre-posed, so you're kind of gonna get some limitation into the feet. So yeah. So while I really like this figure, he's just a little bit disappointing. Well, okay, maybe for a few hours later I might like him a lot more. But he's definitely one of my least favorite TOMY Sonic figures. But hey, at least he's better than anything Jaspers could do. Okay, I just had him to turn that backdrop around because, we're going to be talking about Infinite, the first ever action figure of the villain from Sonic Forces. And one thing I have to mention that, wow, the paint details, they're so perfect, and they're almost I don't know, figure arts level of quality. Okay, there have been some paint flubs. In fact, there's a scratch, some red on the tail, but that's just because there's just one defect. The problem on this figure is that he has, red soles, meaning that, he's supposed to go in this pose, but if you move it too much, it can definitely, some of the red on, his soles can get onto the tail, so that's kind of a problem. They did some great details on the backing, the paint job. For the most part, the paint job is nearly perfect, and I like how Tomy went with every single detail, unlike their Metal Sonic and their Chows. So he is definitely a great figure. Articulation-wise, he has the universal shoulder joints and the rotating hip joints, but this guy does not have a rotating head joint. He doesn't. Now, I could definitely forgive Tomy for not giving him one, because, the fur kind of gets into the way of, the head and all that, and I definitely forgive Tomy for not making him have a neck joint. But this figure is pre-posed. In fact, in, the prototype picture, he was posed like this, and he was only onto the sides, so we didn't really know what he's really gonna look like. But now that I've shown you guys, this guy is not really disappointing, and he's actually good. So yeah, so he's out there as one of the best figures that Tomy has ever made. And one thing I really like about this figure are not only just the paint details, but like his gloves. Like, they're so huge. So yeah, so this is Tomy's first attempt at making a infinite figure. And this is actually the first time and the only time someone made an infinite figure. So yeah, I'm really glad how this figure turned out. So this guy is not weak. So yeah, so like I said, I bought this on Toy Wiz because my local mall in the specific store did not have this pack, and I was really disappointed. In fact, I even cried, but I'll just talk about it later. But anyways, these figures are definitely worth the money on Toy Wiz. Like, you get great figures with great paint jobs for the most part, though this Sonic, he has this usual, like, redundancy where, like, a redundant figure has bad paint jobs, but aside from Sonic, the paint jobs on these figures are, I don't know, amazing. Like, they capture every single detail, which I wasn't really expecting, and they actually did, you know, a better job with these figures than what I hoped for. One thing I always forgot to mention in a lot of Tomy Sonic videos is that these figures, they scale with the Jazzwares figures, and that any figures that Jazzwares has never made, they will work in a Jazzwares display. Like, these figures, they work in a Jazzwares display. So, if you already have Jazzwares figures and you don't plan on collecting the Tomy Sonic line, you know, you can definitely get this pack for these two figures, and they'll look good, probably even look even better on a Jazzwares display. You can get this pack online at Toy Wiz, or you can also pick this up at Target when it comes out. Thanks for watching this video. This video was sponsored by Tomy. Not really, but anyways, this is the Tomy Sonic Spokesman, Lane, signing out.